Hello, my name is Christian Burkhardt. Today we will be talking about digitalization and connecting smaller suppliers to existing communication structures. On behalf of this topic, ESA joined a project of the European Union which deals with possible future technologies and their use. The project is called The Long Tail in Supply Chain and describes an often underestimated problem of many manufacturing companies. I invited Mr. Daniel Tottmann and Norbert Henschel to talk about this topic. Daniel, could you briefly introduce yourself and describe the topic in more detail?
Hello, Christian. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's nice to be here. My name is Daniel Tottmann. I've been working for ESA for 3 years now. I've been active in the ERP environment for about 8 years. We maintain a lively exchange with our customers about their current challenges in order to work out solutions together. The goal is always to get one step further. In these conversations, one point comes up again and again, and it's communication. Specifically, communication between a manufacturing company and its smaller, often specialized suppliers. These are often not big enough to have their own ERP system. In contrast, manufacturing companies are investing heavily in the expansion of digital information structures and are pushing the connections of their system for an automated exchange of information. We have set up a project group. The members were selected in such a way that as many different company sizes as possible and the associated different views on the mentioned problem were represented. We recorded and discussed the needs of the different companies and created an overview of their needs. We then prioritized these together and recorded them in an action plan for implementation. This plan and its priorities then resulted in the points and the actions for implementation. The image shows the problem very well. Basically, it's all about a loss of information about existing orders and new purchase orders. The manufacturing companies, shown on the right, orders goods from a smaller supplier. Since there's no connection to an ERP system, there's no feedback loop back to the company. Has the supplier received the order correctly? Does he confirm the delivery date? Are there any problems? Are there drawings needed, for example? All these questions can be answered by phone or mail, sure. With one supplier, it's certainly still manageable. With multiple suppliers, it's a very time-consuming affair. Also, there must be more frequent communication, especially when it comes closer to the delivery date.
Okay, very interesting. I also know this problem from my daily customer contract. How did you approach the problem and how do you want to support the manufacturing companies?
We see the solution an independent portal that can be used by everyone. The diagram shows our implemented solution approach. We connected an online portal between the manufacturing company and the smaller supplier who does not use his own system for data exchange. This portal could be also called as a kind of, let's say, ERP Lite. Both companies are registered with this portal and make the information available there. From the manufacturing company's point of view, the order data from its own ERP system is transferred to the portal via an interface. The supplier will be able to log into the portal and view the data there. He also has the options of confirming or exchanging existing data. This is done manually by the supplier's user. The confirmed and provided information of the supplier is then, in case of changes, made available to the manufacturing company and its ERP system via an interface.
This sounds like a useful tool for the flow of information. Norbert, can you tell us a little bit about which technology you used and is there something you could show us today?
Yes, of course, Christian. Before we start into the demo, I want to tell you something about the infrastructure. On the screen, you should now see an overview of the platform. On the left side, you can see the customer environment, which is of course exchangeable with any other ERP system, but in this case will be the ESA ERP. In the middle, we see the SDSN network, where ESA will play the part of the service provider. Throughout the network, the communication will be with the SCSN format. And on the right side, we can see the application environment, which consists of a supply chain interface, a website database, and the backend, as well as the front end of the website. The vendors are, of course, interacting with the front end and process the data here. Let's now switch to the demo. First of all, we have to place an order in the ERP software, in this case, ESA. We want to receive the goods on the 8th of April. And after that, we just have to send the SCSN message through the integrated functionality, which will also change the status of the purchase order and fill in the date. Now we will switch to the vendor portal. First, we have to log in, and after that, we will be presented with the inquiry screen. Here we will see different kind of data sorted in tabs, for example, the addresses. On the bottom half, we will see the lines and its information regarding prices and dates. Let's say that we cannot make it on the requested date, and therefore we will have to change the confirmed delivery date of each line. If not, it will be accepted as requested. After we made our changes, we will accept the inquiry to process it to an order. On the left side, we can see the different status buckets, which also provide as a workflow or steps to process the order. Each of them will also inform the buyer of the current state of the order. Returning back to ESA, we will see the confirmed date, for example, the order number from the supplier, as well as the confirmed delivery date per line.
Thank you, Norbert. It looks like a very user-friendly and valuable tool for everyone that doesn't have an ERP software. Daniel, given that this was a proof of concept, what are your future plans with the project?
Yeah, the first step has been made and shows the potential of this solution. The next step should be make this technology available to a wider audience for testing and improving. We are convinced that the solution represented today will close the identified information gaps and generate real added value on both sides. Furthermore, the solution is designed with the latest technologies and can be used securely for the next years without any changes. Making it Azure compatible will also increase performance and availability. We will definitely be working constantly to improve the solution together with the project team, and we hope that we can further count on the support of the Market 4.0 Commission in regards of making this platform solution for the industry.
Sounds like you have a plan. I hope we will shortly hear from further news regarding this. But for now, that is all that we have planned for today. I wish you all the best. Goodbye.
Goodbye.